So, hi, my name is Susan. I live in Cambridgeshire in the UK, and I am a health and wellbeing coach. I am a 4 times experiencer of post-viral fatigue syndrome, and I discovered the ANS Rewire program at episode 4 of my post-viral fatigue syndrome. So my symptoms, they kind of were a little bit different depending on so the first 2 episodes were very similar. And then the second 2 episodes were similar. And between them, they were sort of different, if that makes sense. So the first 2 times I had very severe fatigue. I had muscle aches. On the very slightest exertion, I would be exhausted and my muscles would really ache. I remember just even climbing the stairs, it just felt like climbing a mountain. I found it very difficult to concentrate. I couldn't read. I couldn't watch the television. It was just very difficult to do anything for longer than 10 minutes at a time. The second, so that was the first episode with post-viral fatigue syndrome. I recovered from that. And then I experienced it again about 2 years later. And it was exactly the same pattern, exactly the same symptoms. Then I recovered from that. And a period of 10 years passed and I experienced post-viral fatigue again in 2017. This time, the symptoms were slightly different. So I still had the fatigue. I still had the brain fog, but it was kind of slightly less. I think the symptoms generally were less severe than the first 2 times, but they were still, I couldn't walk very far. I think I remember experience number 4, doing a 15-minute walk and being completely wiped out for the entire week and just having flu-y symptoms. And that was the main thing, just feeling like I was coming down with this really awful flu. So it was during experience number 4, I was actually on holiday with family and just feeling really sorry for myself and fed up. And I was wrapped in a blanket looking at the sea. I had a lovely view, but I just felt awful and wondered if I'd ever get better, that I discovered the book CFS Unravelled, so Dan Neuffer's book CFS Unravelled. So I ordered it and read it, and immediately it resonated. So his hypothesis of it being a dysfunction in the autonomic nervous system, it completely resonated with me. And so I signed up to the course, with trepidation and excitement, I think I would say. Within a month, and it really was a month. In fact, I just looked at 2 of the videos that I recorded of myself on the course. You recorded a video every month to talk about your symptoms. And the first video I did, I was feeling pretty low. I was giving my symptoms. So if 10 were completely recovered and 1 was the worst symptoms you had, I think I gave my symptoms a number 3. I scored them at 3. I was feeling flu-y. I was feeling tired. Just not in a good place. By month 2, on my second video, my symptoms, I'd scored them at 7. I was getting so much closer to feeling better. And that was a really drastic change within a month. And gradually, over the course of, I would say, about a year, I recovered completely. The program, I cannot recommend it highly enough. It is accessible when you're feeling tired and flu-y and you don't have very much energy. It's kind of delivered in bite-sized pieces. You have little bits of homework to do every day. It feels like you're doing something for your recovery, which is an amazing thing. So, I would absolutely highly recommend the program. What I loved about the program was that it was delivered in bite-sized chunks, that I was able to take ownership, I think, of my recovery and do something about it. I didn't feel like a victim. I could actually do something. I loved that it was sort of multifaceted. So it didn't focus on one particular area. It wasn't all about supplements. It wasn't all about, I don't know, your diet. It covered everything. And so I would say, you know, you have to do the work. You've got to put in the time during the day to do the stuff, but it is 100% worth it. Absolutely worth it. So yeah, if you're doubting, if you're wondering, is this something that I want to invest in? Do it. You won't regret it.